Okay. As a part of our units and dimensions topic, we have studied how to solve, how to find out the dimensions. What is actually dimensional formula? What is actually dimensional equation? Then we have solved some of the fundamental formulas, and we have derived the dimensional formulas. And you were given a homework as well to solve them.
Yes.
And now let us see. Okay, so whenever we learn something, there should be some use of it, right? It's not that just we learn for the sake of learning. There might be some things because as part of syllabus, but many things we learn because of some use. Some uses, some applications we'll be able to study in our 11th and 12th standard. Some applications beyond the scope of the subject. That's why we don't study their applications. We might study the basic principles, we might not study the applications. But here, units and dimensions analysis, we can definitely use its functionality for our comfort. And I have given you, solved you a very interesting question which has been asked in one of the previous years.
Yes, sir.
So how easily that question can be solved if you know the dimensional analysis properly. So out of them, some of the important applications we'll see here, on which number of times examiners have asked questions from units and dimensions topic. Let's go ahead. The first application is, what is it?
Conversion of units.
Conversion of
Units.
units. So how this is based on the principle, that means how we can use this dimensional analysis for conversion of units. What is that? Product of numerical value and the corresponding unit u is a constant. Why? You understand this principle now. This is an important point. Suppose you say 5 kg, right? Or otherwise 500 grams, right?
Yes, sir. So 5,000 grams.
No, not 5 kg, 500 grams. Examples I'm telling.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Some 2.5 kg, 300 millimeters. So all these places, this is the unit of measurement. You measured the quantities in terms of some number into unit of measurement. So 5 kg means kg is the basic unit, fundamental unit. So kg is the name of the unit for mass in some particular system, MKS or SI system. So 5 kg means 5 times whatever the mass you are having is having 5 times the basic mass, which is measured in kgs. So like the 500 grams, like the 2.5 kg, 300 millimeters. Suppose if millimeters is a unit, 300 is a number of times of that unit. So always we measure the quantity in that numerical value into corresponding unit, right?
Yes, sir.
What you want to say is for a given value, that nu will remain constant, given physical. Nu will remain constant, means that means n1 u1 is equal to,
N2.
example I'll tell you, 5 kg, right? First I'll tell you. Okay. Do you have you seen a 2000 rupee note?
Oh, yes, sir.
One 2000 rupee note is equal to how many? 4
500 rupees.
notes, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This is the unit here, right? That is denomination of 2000 rupees note is the unit here. 1 times of 2000 rupees note is equal to 4 times of 500 rupees note or not?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if there are 200 rupees notes or 100 rupees notes available here, 20 into 100 rupees notes or not?
Yes, sir.
This 100 rupees is the unit here. We can compare it with the unit. this n 224 and 1 with the numerical value n. You see here, for the value not to change, this is remaining constant or not? That number into unit, number into unit, number into unit. These values are all same or not? This is also 2000. This is also 2000. This is also 2000, right?
Yes, sir.
This number is changing, unit is changing, but this 2000 is remaining same or not?
Yes, sir.
Can we say nu is equal to constant or not?
Yes, sir. Now we can say.
You understood now?
Yes, sir.
Next thing, while the unit is decreasing, this number should be increasing, right?
Yes, sir.
Unit is becoming small. That means you can present like this also. N is inversely proportional to unit or not?
Yes, sir.
Unit is decreasing, number will be increasing. Check. 500 rupee denomination is decreasing. So that means number of 500 rupees notes will be increasing.
Yes, sir.
100 is further small. So 20 is further big. Got it? So that means
Yes.
when I remove the proportionality constant, can I write it as n is equal to k by u? You know this?
K by. So K by U means K is a constant. correct?
Constant.
Ah,
And
yes.
remove proportionality, you write a constant.
Yes, sir.
Okay, constant by u. That means nothing but n. If this u, if I send it right side, left side, it will become nu is equal to constant, right?
Constant. Yes,
Again, you got this? You understood this?
sir. Yes.
So like that, n1 u1 is equal to, that means first unit into its numerical number should be equal to second unit into its numerical number. I hope you are able to understand this.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. I understand.
So this is the concept here. So let's go to its practice. Now concept you have understood, but does this mean you can solve the problems, right? So how problems will come? What kind of questions can be asked on this basis of conversion of units? What is the value of 1 joule? That is as a unit of unit energy in terms of ergs. That means you have to convert 1 joule into ergs
Okay, sir.
by using, so wait, I'll just give you how you can solve it is n1 into unit can be written as in terms of, suppose there is a quantity called as, physical quantity called as m power a, we don't know, l power b, t power c, like that it is there. So we can write it as m1, that is unit 1 power a, l1 power b, t1 power c is equal to n2 into unit 2 can be written as, unit can be derived from dimensional formula or not?
Yes, sir.
m2 power a, l2 power b, t2 power c. In this way, you can find out a relation between n1 and n2. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Here the next, what is the question is 1 joule. That means 1 joule is equal to how many? Ergs. Ergs is a unit in unit of energy in CGS unit. But a joule is a unit of energy in SI system. Okay. SI unit. So now you know SI unit, what are the fundamental quantities? You know what are the CGS unit, what are the. So now what I'll try to do, just carefully observe how I'll solve this problem to find out what is 1 joule to number of ergs. Okay. 1 joule is 1 into, what is the energy? Joule is the energy dimension or not?
Yes, sir.
What is the energy dimensional formula?
So work is equal to force into second.
Energy dimensional formula. I made you derive. Tell me what is the dimensional formula. Otherwise, solve it. Just on page, you solve it and tell me. With me, you will always be on your toes. Yeah, what is the value? Once again, tell me.
M to the whole power 1
uh,
L to the whole power 2
uh,
and T to the whole power minus 2.
right? So in SI system, that is, I am writing SI system unit as first unit. Okay, should be equal to N2 here. N2 I am writing this we have to find out, right? N1 1 I wrote. N2 we have to find out what is N2 value.
Yes, sir.
Into erg is again same thing. Energy, right? This one also. I am writing is a second M2 power 2, L2 power 2, T2 power minus 2. Got it? This 2 is nothing but second unit.
Yes, sir.
I am mentioning. So I am writing the dimension of the erg here. Now N2 I need to find out. N2 can be written as like this or not. So M1 power 1, L1 power 2, T1 power minus 2 divided by M2 power 2, L2 power 2, T2 power minus 2, right?
Yes, sir.
This can be written as, so now what is M1? SI unit, what is the unit for mass? kg, right?
kg.
Length,
Length meters,
time,
second.
like that. M2, what is the CGS unit? We have to write M2 is not CGS unit. What is CGS unit? Mass measured in.
Mass is centimeter.
Mass is centimeter.
Grams.
Then, did you understand how I'm writing? Unit for
Yes.
gram per 1. Length.
Length is
You don't need to remember anything. Don't worry. Just go with the flow, right? You are not habituated maybe till 10th class. You are just habituated to teacher board पे लिखना है and you copy it, right?
Yes, sir.
ऐसे नहीं करना, मतलब you should not do like that. In Orissa, what do you say? Odia?
Emiti Korea नहीं.
Amity Korea नहीं.
Yes, sir.
Amity Korea नहीं. So centimeter time is again second, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the value of N2. Got it? If N1 some value is there instead of 1, you'll substitute that value here, okay? To get the N2 value, corresponding N2 value.
Yes.
So now you see, I can write this as kg by gram power 1, meter by centimeter power 2, second by second power minus 2, right?
Yes.
Carefully observe. Then this kg can be converted into gram also. Gram can be converted into kg also, right? Kg is how much? 1000 grams by grams whole power 1, right? Meter means 100 centimeters by centimeters power 2. Second by second, can I cancel both of them?
Yes, sir.
1 power minus 2 is again 1 power 1 only, right? 1 power anything is 1 only. Now centimeter cancel, gram cancel here. So can I get here 1000 power 1? Matlab I'm just writing here. Is it clear for you?
Yes, sir.
With writing and all, everything is clear for you?
Yes, sir.
1000 power 1 into 100 square means what?
100 into 100.
4 zeros, right?
Yes, sir.
That is nothing but 10
10,000.
power 4. This is 10 cube.
Yes.
This is 10 power 4. That is equal to what? A power m into a power n. A
Power
power
n. A power 5. Sir.
what? 5
Sorry,
is
7.
m plus n, 10 power 7,
7.
right? That means we got n2 as how much?
10 to the power 7.
Over 10 to the power 7. That means you can write it as 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 ergs. Did you understand? You
Yes,
don't
sir.
know what is, you don't know how to calculate ergs in terms of joule, but you could yourself do it, right?
Yes, sir.
Easily. Did I use something new here? Just I used the dimension analysis and equated here.
No, video off नहीं बजा.
ठीक है?
Yes, sir. No, sorry. Yes, sir. So with the dimensional formulas, we can find it.
I could find out, right? What did I do? N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. N1 is 1 here because they're asking 1 joule is equal to how many ergs. N2, we have to find out how many ergs. Joule unit I wrote, that is M1 power 1, L1 power 2, T1 power minus 2 in terms of dimensional formula. Erg also I wrote, right?
Yes, sir.
So then in 2, M2, L2, T2. Otherwise, you can write it as A, M, B, second unit as B, right?
No, sir,
Then-
this 1, 2 is little bit okay, sir, because in physics also, in 10th standard also, you used to write 1, 2 like that.
So Tiki, you can use this A also, B also. It's okay. It doesn't matter. But the point is N2, you want to find out. I've sent this into the left side and I've
Yes.
converted the units. Then I got the simplified answer as depending upon the gram, kg, meter, second relation I found out. And then I got it as 1 joule is equal to how many ergs. Got it?
Yes, sir.
This is your CBSE exam. Whatever the exam, if you get, you have to follow this procedure and solve it for getting full marks.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just but one, wait a minute.
Yes.
But if I generally practice for competitive exams, what will I do? 1 joule is equal to how many ergs they're asking, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? 1
Yes.
joule is nothing but what? 1 SI system, right? Joule. Ergs means CGS system, right? 1 kg meter square per second inverse 2, right? SI
Yes.
unit. Kg
Yes, sir.
ml square t power minus 2 directly wrote it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kg meter square per second. So now what is kg? For CGS system, 1 kg will become equal to how many grams? 1000 grams.
1000 grams.
1 meter will become 100 centimeters.
100 centimeter.
1 second is
Second
second
will
L only.
Second.
Now
Yes.
this, if I simplify, 1000 grams, 1000 into 100 square is 10 power 4, 10 cube. That means 10 power 7 gram centimeter square second inverse 2. Gram centimeter square second inverse 2 is nothing but erg or not.
Oh, yes, sir. So 10
That's it.
powers.
Over. In competitive exams, I'll just follow this procedure for not wasting my time in all the conversions.
Yes.
But the process, the technical procedure is that if your board exams it is asked, you have to follow that procedure.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
I hope you have solved it.
Yes, sir.
Then I want you to solve this on your own. What is the value of 1 Newton, which is the SI unit of force, in terms of dyne, CGS unit of force? I hope you will
Yes.
solve this.
Yes, sir.
Follow the same procedure and try to solve it.
Yes, sir.
Here, I'll solve this question in both the methods. Let's check here.
Yes, sir.
1 Newton is 1 into Newton is SI unit. I am writing as a force. Force means
Force. Mass
MA
into
power
acceleration.
MA power 1,
1.
L power
L power 1
1
and T to the power minus
or
2.
minus 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is equal to N2 into MB power 1, LB power 1, TB power
Minus 2.
minus 2.
Yes.
And N2 will become equal to
M.
MA, LA, TA power minus 2 divided by MB,
MB,
LB,
LB,
TB power
yes,
minus 2,
minus 2. Yes, sir.
right? So MA by MB, that means here MA is in terms of kg, SI unit, LA is meter, second inverse 2 divided by here gram, centimeter, second inverse 2 in the second unit. So internally, how kg and gram will vary? 1000
1000.
gram, meter is 100 centimeter, second is second only. So gram, centimeter, second inverse 2. Second gets cancelled. Gram gets cancelled. Centimeter gets cancelled. This will become 10 power 5 is the value. N2 is equal to 10 power 5. That means 1 Newton is equal to 10 power 5 dynes. Otherwise, just what they will do? SI unit. One Newton is nothing but kg meter per second inverse 2, right? From where I wrote, from dimensional formula also you can write, okay? Force into my acceleration.
Yes, sir. You wrote.
ML t power minus 2 means kg meter per second inverse 2. Got it? From there. Now kg is how many? Kg is 1000 grams.
1000.
Meter is
And
100
meter
centimeters. I am converting into CGS unit here. Second inverse 2. Second is second only. Then I will get into this as 10 power 5 gram centimeter second inverse 2, right? What is gram centimeter second inverse 2? It's a CGS unit. That is nothing.
It is
Dyne. Okay, you got it?
yes, yes,
Oh, this is clear for you.
yes.
Shall I go ahead? In this way, you can solve a number of wide variety of conversion of this question. Now coming to the next application. Checking the dimensional correctness of a given equation. What is it? Checking the dimensional correctness of it. That means whether a given equation is dimensionally correct or not. You will see whether the equation given is dimensionally correct or not. Then only you can understand, right, if this formula is correct or not. One thing you need to remember, I'll explain you with the question only. Every correct formula is dimensionally correct. Every correct formula, there's an exception to it. I'll tell you that. Every correct formula is dimensionally correct. If the formula is correct, that means it dimensionally should also be correct. But this is a very quite a direct way of saying any formula is correct. If I give you a correct formula, it should be definitely dimensionally correct. That means its unit should be proper, right? Its dimension should be proper, right? If a formula is given. But if a dimensional formula is correct, that doesn't mean formula is correct. Got it? Dimensionally correct doesn't mean correct.
Formula should be correct.
Formula should be correct. But correct formula should have
Correct dimension.
that formula is not is correct. Does not mean formula is correct. Example: every topper has crossed 35 marks pass, right? The topper of the class definitely should pass 35 marks, right? Whatever the pass mark. But that doesn't mean every pass mark person has been the topper, right? So similarly, you can understand every correct formula is dimensionally correct also, but every dimensionally correct formula doesn't mean formula is correct. So, but here there is an exception, not because of dimensions, because of some formula seeing angle. There's a change. We'll discuss it later on. I don't think it's necessary for your syllabus, but we'll discuss it later on. Okay. There's a situation. There's a formula which does not follow this rule. It is formula correct, but dimensionally it is not correct. Why it is not correct is after simplification you forgot one dimension only there. That's why. Okay. Actually, it is also dimensionally correct, but in one way it went off. I'll explain you when the situation comes. You remember that point. Okay? Now let us see an example here. Did you see the notes? Did you make the notes out of it?
Yes, sir.
These points. Every correct formula is dimensionally correct. dimensionally correct formula might be or might not be correct, right? Now you see the equation here. A particle of mass m is moving in a circle of radius r with a uniform speed v, and the centripetal force on the particle is given by, this is centripetal force, mv square by r. It is given like this formula. Formula is given to you in front of you. Now we have to check whether the given formula is dimensionally correct or not. If it is dimensionally incorrect, that means definitely this formula is wrong, right? Correct formula should follow dimensional form analysis also, right? Correct formula should be dimensionally correct as well. So if dimensionally incorrect you got, that definitely this formula is wrong, right? If he did not get pass marks, is there a possibility that he becomes a topper? First he disqualified in pass mark only. How can we be the topper? I told he is the topper, but his marks are less than a pass mark. That means whatever I told is false, right?
Yes, sir.
Just to connect you, I am giving that example. The main thing is, if it is dimensionally incorrect, that means formula should also be incorrect, whatever that is given to you. So first question is not being asked on whether formula is correct or not. For our field, we have taken that formula correct or not. But now question is asked only whether the given formula is dimensionally correct or not. You can try it out on your own, check it. See, check the dimensional correctness of a given equation. I've seen. So now every correct formula should be dimensionally correct, but every dimensional correct formula need not be correct formula. Example, every person who has crossed the pass mark cannot be the topper.
Yes, sir.
But every topper should have definitely passed the dimensional, pass mark, right?
Yes,
Similarly, every correct formula should have definitely be dimensionally correct. There is some exception. I'll explain to you, and the exception has come in front of you. Second thing. So let us see whether it is dimensional, given formula is dimensionally correct or not. So force, centripetal force, right?
Yes, sir.
Force will be having a dimension of what?
Was, it will be m1 plus m1 m1 into L1 into t to the power minus 2.
Right. So whatever the formula is there for you here, that formula should give you force dimension or not?
Yes, sir.
If this formula is simplified, you get velocity. Is it possible? Is it dimensionally correct?
So velocity square. No, sir.
No. I'm telling this formula we have to simplify now. If we
Okay, sir.
simplify in dimensional analysis, if we get it is equal to force, can we say then it is dimensionally correct or not?
Yes, sir.
You got what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, if some other dimension comes to you, can we say it is correct dimensionally? No.
No, sir.
Force should be equal to force, right? Force can be in newtons, it cannot be in meters, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me go and simplify this right side term, that is mv square by r, right?
Yes, sir.
Mass is measured in m only, right? The mass dimension is m, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, m into L power 0, T power 0, just I'm writing it as m here. Velocity dimension is what?
Velocity L1 whole to the power t1 t minus 1.
Whole to the power nahi, L1 T power minus 1. L into T power minus 1, right?
Okay, sir.
So now radius is measured in what? Length, right?
Yes, sir.
That means can I write this as L1?
Yes.
Now, sorry, mv square. V square means what? This is the velocity dimension, right?
Yes, sir.
We have to put the whole power 2 or not? For velocity, whole power 2,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In this formula. I'm just finding out the dimensional formula of mv square by r.
Yes, sir.
Check it now. M into L square, squaring whole power 2 means what? L square, T power minus 2, right?
Yes, sir.
L. This L in square goes by one time, right? When it goes to the
Yes, sir.
numerator. Now
Yes,
check it. Is it MLT power minus 2 or not?
Yes, sir. So
Is
it's
it?
dimensionally also correct, sir.
It's dimensionally correct.
Yes, sir.
So then formula can be correct. I cannot say
Yes, sir.
formula is perfectly correct. Why?
Yes, sir.
Because if I give you this formula also, then also it is dimensionally correct, right?
Yes, sir.
MB square by R. 2 will not have any dimensions here. I told
Yes,
you numbers,
Yes, sir.
these numbers will
Numbers
not
do
have
not have any dimension.
these direct numerical numbers. So then this also will get fourth dimension, right?
Yes, sir.
But is which of the 1 into MB square by R, 2 into MB square by R, which of them is correct? Do you know? Can you say as of now?
So I didn't get that.
This is also dimensionally correct. This is also dimensionally correct. But can you say which formula is correct actually in reality?
I think, sir, that m into L to the power minus 2.
No, this is dimensionally correct, both of them. But in both of them, which is correct? 2 MB square by R is also dimensionally correct. MB square by R is also dimensionally correct. But we cannot say which is the correct equation here. Because 3 MB square also 3 MB square by R will have same dimensions.
Yes, sir.
4 MB square by R, 4.5 MB square by R will also have same dimension. So anything can be formula, but MB square by R can only be dimensionally correct as of now. With the
Yes.
understanding that you have now, you can only say whether it is dimensionally correct or not. We cannot say whether the formula is correct or not. Formula can be anything. Tell me if you did not understand.
No, sir, I didn't understand.
Okay. Here I gave you F is equal to MB square by R.
Yes, sir.
In case, if I would have given you F is equal to 2 MB square by R, in case,
Yes, sir.
then also you will get this, right? MLT power minus 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then also it is dimensionally correct, right?
Yes, sir.
But which formula is correct in both of them?
MB square by R.
We don't know. You don't know, right? Question, anything can be given as of now. F is equal to 3.5 MB square by R also they might have given.
Yes, sir.
You can say this is also dimensionally correct, this is also dimensionally correct, this is also dimensionally correct. Because this is also having dimension of force, this is also having dimension of force, this is also having dimension of force.
Yes,
But whether to write 1 or whether to write 2 or whether to write 3.5, do you know anything about it?
No, sir.
You don't know as of now, today. As on today, you don't know this.
Yes, sir.
So that is why we can say whether it is only dimensionally correct or not. We cannot say whether the formula is correct or not.
Yes, sir.
That is a limitation of future in theory you might study in CBSE board exam. What are the limitations of dimensional analysis? In that limitation, you will say, we cannot say whether the formula is correct or not.
Yes, sir.
Because every correct formula is dimensionally correct. But every
But
dimensionally
every
correct formula is not a correct
Not
formula.
formula.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
is also dimensionally correct. This is also dimensionally correct. This is but you know what is the correct formula? You don't know, right?
No, sir.
But I will tell you, because as a physics teacher, I'm telling you, you don't know it. This is the correct formula. In future, you will study.
How, sir, you know?
Because I taught physics.
No, sir, but there will be some reasons behind it. Sir,
No
to
reason,
prove
because
that-
this you will study in future.
Okay, sir.
This you will study in future. This centripetal force formula you study in future. You derive it in future.
Okay, sir.
This formula in circular motion we study. What is the formula for centripetal force?
Okay, sir.
They will derive it. But as on today, using dimensional analysis, can you say which formula is correct?
No, sir.
That's what I want to convey.
Yes, sir.
Any number you keep, that number will not have any dimension. So every formula is dimensionally correct. In these
But
three formulas, every dimensionally
Yes.
correct formula is not a correct formula.
Not
Here,
a correct formula.
this formula, first formula is the correct formula also. Now I'm telling as a physics teacher, you might not be knowing.
Yes, sir.
But it has been dimensionally correct also, right?
Yes, sir. It can.
Got it? Now the
Yes,
concept
sir.
here.
Yes, sir.
Shall I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Shall we continue the next class?
Yes, sir. Today's homework.
Huh?
Homework.
Today's homework.